Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Stojkovic. That has been slung wide. It's Camavinga. And this is Berbatov. He's cut it out. Scholes. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Yamal. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Ball looks a good one. Real chance here. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Trossard! It's loose, and again! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Berbatov! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Quarter of an hour played. And here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Could go all the way here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Scholes. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Stojkovic. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold gets flagged offside. Serginho. Rizal is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Trossard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Serginho. Scholes. And here's Haaland. That's a good ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Rizal with a real chance here.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something...
Rizal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation. Struck first time. Camavinga. And it's Messi. Played down the flank. That pass isn't the best. And It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, Red, nice interception. It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Messi. Stojkovic conjures time and space where few can. And it's Stojkovic. Tries one from range! Shifted it to the flank.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now has he got the beating of his marker here? And he plays one through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Spread neatly. He's got away. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, great leap! Goal! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Indonesia have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
This ended up in no man's land. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good spread. Oh, no joy this time. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
O'Shea. Now it's Yamal. Great vision. Yamal. Nice control. Now the ball in. So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Hello attendees,
Go in
this
at
is
half-time with a
children
1-0 lead.
announcement. With the father of a
I
boy
thought that was a
in yellow
decent
t-shirt
45 minutes of
kindly make
football,
his way
plenty
to
of
the
signs that
information
both
center.
managers can take a lot of
Substitution in
encouragement
progress.
from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And so the action is resumed. Indonesia leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Not the most accurate pass. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Guardiola receives him in a wide position.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, easy pickings there. Can he spark a counter here? Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And it's Kimmich, looking tidy in possession here. And here's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. That has not gone well. It'll be a throw-in. Yamal, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And he has shown him a yellow card.
substitution.
There's some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Pass somewhat off target. We expected better, and so did he. He has a look up. Made out to the left flank. Mbappe! Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Kamavinga just eases him off the ball. He's looking wide. And he's worked it through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and he walks. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all
Coming
away.
on the field is
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Dani Olmo. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a nice idea. Can he finish? All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Indonesia, number 8, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Kibio.
So this to pull level. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's decent chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And yes, it's him again. Paris Saint-Germain with the lead. And the finish! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, there's
Now Cruyff. Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Now it's Messi.
Though you just love the level of intensity here. Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Dani Olmo providing an outlet on that flank. Getting up there! And it's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Indonesia leading now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Lovely, now then.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's gone backward here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Desperate defending required here. Mbappe goes short. And it's a shame. It's a really well-measured ball. We are into overtime. He's shifting through the gears here. And he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Dani Olmo just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
No, that's been intercepted. Cruyff engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get it through? Spread it left. Mbappe finding himself in space. And that's that. Indonesia have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance. Indonesia do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Indonesia need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Theo Hernandez, for me, has evolved into one of the best fullbacks, Peter. Certainly in terms of attacking contributions, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone as good as he is in the final third, especially with the movement that allows him to...
Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Trossard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a shade optimistic. Hernandez. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. Marquinhos with the clearance. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. That's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aims beyond the defence. Scholes picks it up out wide. They've got to be quick to recover this. In by Cancelo. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Laid out to the left flank. And here's De Bruyne. Scholes. He's shifting through the gears here. Caicedo. Now it's Berbatov. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Rice is there, and he can get that clear. Oh no, this does not charge, surely! And he's filled the net! His joy, his goal! He steals the moment. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Mancini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Takes the shot! João Cancelo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Messi! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Indonesia are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He has found a way through. Stoichkov tries a shot! Rice. Now De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Now it's Scholes. De Bruyne. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Scholes. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's the chance to counter. Looking for options for movement. Gets the shot away! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's found a way through and claimed it back swiftly. This is Messi. Shot a goal! Camavinga. Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. It's a loose ball. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Messi! Oh, it's coming, and another try! Great football, shot and save. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Indonesia looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. The second half is up and running. Hernandez. Oh, that pass isn't the best. There's a sharp little ball here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rice. Camavinga. Hernandez. Neymar. He'll try from distance. Oh, that's a waste.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Tries to pass it through. He won't be happy with that one. Marquinhos. And it's Scholes. João Cancelo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he is slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Messi. Camavinga. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. It's a pretty loose pass. De Bruyne. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Camavinga. Neymar. Spread out to the left. Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Messi. Khan gets it away. It's a throw-in. Camavinga. Messi on 2 now and looking for 3. Messi makes a move down the right. And he was alert to it. And it's Caicedo. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Closing in on goal. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar, he's found a way through. De Bruyne gets flagged offside. Not the most accurate pass. No way through. De Bruyne. It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through. Hoisted in. That has been knocked clear.
That's alert.
Oh, he's having a go! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Now he's got space here. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Some resolute defending there. And here's Berbatov. Messi. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Lovely ball and a real chance now. João Cancelo. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hernandez. Knocks it into space. An uncompromising challenge. And how did he not make it four?
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Number 8.
João Cancelo can get it clear.
Coming on the field. Number 22.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo wants to run onto this. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Indonesia have themselves a chance from the spot.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 13. Berbatov.
So this
Coming on
to
the
extend
field
their lead.
is number 25. Kane.
And
Substitutions
that's a
taking
ball,
place.
Ed.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
João Cancelo. He is through here. And that's an excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up.
Mbappe! Caicedo. We expected better, and so did he. And here's Mbappe. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. They get a throw in.
Substitution.
Dani Olmo. Stojkovic.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. And that has sent him sprawling. Looking for the run. Neymar. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Camavinga. And time is up. Indonesia are going up. And now they can dream. Indonesia are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became the last piece in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely, he made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he? Against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become a champion.
Tremendous.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Nice bit of trickery, spread neatly. Great chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Berbatov. Dumfries.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that's well seen too. Caicedo. And it's Berbatov. Roberto Carlos. That pass has been well intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Dumfries finding himself in space, and he's managed to get free. Now, what about this cross? And it's claimed by the keeper.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Alexander-Arnold. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Atletico Paranaense are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure do. Berbatov! About as smooth as it gets. They have brought themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Stojkovic, who played through for the wide man. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Vieri. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Boucher is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. This is a promising build-up. Stojkovic. Stojkovic has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Luis Suarez. Vieri. Roberto Carlos. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, strongly challenged there. O'Shea. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Besson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity.
Oh, terrible pass. Trossard has the space to scheme. Dumfries. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And he is going into that little black book. It's just beyond his reach. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's in on goal. Caicedo.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he was quick to react. Caicedo. Stojkovic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises
Can he
hope.
latch on to this? Van Dijk. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. And this is Luis Suarez. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's going wide left. Now it's Trossard. McAllister looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Stojkovic. And that could set him on his way. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That is good strength. Great ball if he can get there. Might be danger here. And the finish! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And they get themselves in front! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Atletico Paranaense leading now. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible It's Luis Suarez! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 90.
Indonesia choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that.
Shapes to shoot! And he's stuck it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Messi picks it up out wide. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Messi. McAllister. It's a really well-measured ball. Some good work on the right flank here. And he's being shifted off it. Looking for the run. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. That is a great pick out. No, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Messi. Stojkovic just eases him off the ball. Atletico Paranaense can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Dani Olmo. Guardiola is in a really good position out wide. And here's Suarez. Oh, that's superb. Tries a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word.
Greatly!
Coming on the field.
Number 25.
Number 6.
Indonesia have their second corner now. Chiellini with the clearance. Couldn't squeeze it through. He's in a good position here. McAllister. And this is Vieri. And that will be the final act. Indonesia suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis.